Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
These are things that are bugging you, dear friends of the program, things that you can't stand anymore. You want to get them out of your life or at least feel better about it by bitching about it to somebody. Well, that's us. You send your must-goes to radiofromhell@x96.com. Put must-go in the subject line, and maybe if we read it on the air, you'll feel better. Maybe it'll disappear. Let's see, I'll go first. I got a couple of my own. There are ads for pharmaceuticals, for drugs on the radio and TV, and they'll always list side effects. And the one I've been hearing lately, they list this side effect, may cause paralysis.
Well, geez.
What?
Little thing.
May cause paralysis, the inability to move.
Oh, it explains what paralysis is?
I don't need to know what paralysis means. Then people who splash water all over the sinks around in the bathroom at work and don't wipe it up. And also whoever's been smashing my Harris Walls campaign sign out in front of my house.
Really?
Yeah, it's been smashed twice now. Yeah. Let's see, this one, my name is Laura, and you may use my name. Here's my list. The entire all-day show not being posted as a podcast must go. I was so excited to listen to the entire day, including Gina's report on the secret Mormon housewives, and to hear what happened in the escape room. Imagine my disappointment when it was just the normal broadcast and the podcast was stopped at 10. Boo. That must go.
Well, Katie had enough to do that day.
It's too much to post.
It's too much.
My son got a concussion a few weeks ago, and he suffered short-term memory loss and heightened emotional reactivity. We had just been taken back and placed in an exam room when I received a text saying that we hadn't finished our registration. I panicked, thinking I forgot to give them some information or a signature. However, the text was just giving us our cost estimate and asking us how we wanted to pay for the visit. We hadn't even seen a doctor yet. Yep. My son was crying due to the confusion he was having. The last thing I wanted to do was then enter my credit card number. The heartlessness that has infiltrated our medical system is ridiculous and must go. Thanks for letting me listen, Laura. This one says, good morning. Please feel free to use my name. Hi, I'm Margie, waving excitedly. And here is my list of things that must go. Accident scenes where the glass and broken pieces of taillight haven't been cleaned up. Somebody needs to be responsible for sweeping up these things so the rest of us don't run over them. Grocery stores that only have one scale in the produce section. Introductions in college classes. There are more than 50 students in this class, and asking everyone to share where they're from, what their major is, and one thing on their bucket list is a waste of time and my hard-earned money. And most importantly, what must go is dogs riding in the bed of pickup trucks. Yes, your pup enjoys the fresh air, but you are driving a big old pick-em-up truck with 4 doors, and you're the only one in it. Please, please, please take care of your faithful companion. Let them ride inside and enjoy Radio from Hell with you. And finally, this one. Dear advertisers, I'm disgusted with the way old people are depicted on television shows. We are not all vibrant sex maniacs. Many of us are resentful individuals who remember the good old days when entertainment was bland and inoffensive. And another thing, the words horny, bra, and family jewels must go. Carrie?
No, Gina.
People doing their morning walk in the street must go. There are sidewalks in neighborhoods. Please walk on them and not in the middle of the road, especially when it's dark and raining outside and you decide to wear dark clothing without having a light. Frankly, it's not a question of right-of-way. Drivers can't see you. Don't do that. Let's see. Hello, my lords. You may use my name. I have just one quick must-go this week. The mess that is the construction on I-15 in Roy. Please use your magic and make this go. Thank you, Helise of Syracuse. And finally this. Good morning, lords and lady. I'm sitting here with Billy Joel's Piano Man rolling through my head, and it must go. The woman in the office who's next to my cubicle has her tone set to play the entire chorus of Piano Man, and she doesn't seem to know how or care to not have it play at full volume every time she gets a message. I've had this blasted song stuck in my head so many times, it's going to drive me insane. We are not all in the mood for a melody, and you haven't got us feeling all right.
Well, the woman in the cubicle next to me has her phone set on a tone.
Nice, Carrie.
Sorry. Let's see. This one, a few from the foot of Mount Doom. If I search your website for a clock radio, and it shows you have them in stock, and I go to the store to buy one, and then I read on the box, it says, does not have a radio. Fix your search filters, all right? The bedside clock that I pair my phone to isn't a radio, all right? Don't use the word radio unless it's got an actual radio on it. We all wear headphones at the gym, but if you're on a phone call, don't make eye contact with me while you're talking.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Weird.
Do I need to pause? Anyway. I get it that we do need to keep Trump from winning, but spamming me with donation emails, it's getting out of hand. I don't need to see 10 plus more emails a day. No exaggeration, not even joking. A minute after I wrote this, says my wife, I got a text asking me to donate.
Yeah.
We're trying to help what we can. All right. This one from Jill. That smell of burnt dust when the heater kicks in for the first time must go. This one from Brent. Hello, friends.
Hello.
My cell phone face presses must go. It keeps taking button presses when on my ear and grazing my cheek when I'm using the phone. I finally made it to the Frank Chris segment. I nearly lost as I had the cheek pressure mute, and I was yelling into the phone, panicking and unmuting so you wouldn't hang up. Thanks for the good work. Happy to see you at Castle of Chaos, but was too Star Trek to annoy you with small talk. Don't be shy next time. This one from Zach. When you say hello to someone and they hear you, but they choose not to reply.
Well, that's rude.
It's just polite to acknowledge your fellow person's existence. Now, look, I don't talk to people in the office, but if they say hi to me, I say hi.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Double standard as to how Trump and Harris are evaluated. This was especially evident in the lead up to the debate. According to the pundits, Harris needed to prosecute Trump, be strong but not too mean, define herself to show her vision to America, and not take Trump's bait. Look presidential. All of those things where Trump just needed to stay focused and not throw poop. That's all he had to do. And finally, this one from Tony. Finding out that my cell phone service provider will no longer be comping my Hulu subscription. Gina not understanding drug things. And my computer mouse cord becoming obsolete because the cord is frayed.
Things that must go on the